now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show brings you famous celebrities and amazing people from all over the world. Listen online at themikewagnershow.com and on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. And watch the interview on YouTube. So sit back and relax and enjoy the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support at sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google, and Apple Play. Also take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device and subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. We're here with a wonderful comedienne from New York City. She's an actress, comedian, reality TV personality from New York City. She's the author of April Unwrapped-My Naked Dreams Revealed. Also, she did a skit called Desperately Seeking Mr. OK. We'll talk about that. And also has a really, really funny skit involving Donald Trump, which is Donald Tramp. So we're going to talk about that. And, of course, she also got a one-woman show, and she's also got some major projects coming up. But before we get into all that, we'd like to welcome in, live from the Big Apple, the very, very, very talented and, yes, just not naked right now, April Brucker. April, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Hey, thank you so much. How do you know I'm not naked right now? That's the question.
Well, you talked about April Unwrapped, My Naked Dreams Revealed, and you're the author of that. You're an actress, comedian, reality TV personality from New York City, and you're also a graduate of NYU, the Tisch School of Arts, and you went to the same school with Barbara Feldon. I remember her from Get Smart back in the day with, her being like Agent 66, and you also appeared in a few segments on national TV. You're a ventriloquist as Donald J. Trump, and also you had a little thing called Desperately Seeking Mr. OK. And before we get into all that, tell us how you got started.
Well, I always liked performing for people. I've been writing since I've been 6 years old, and I've been performing in some way, shape, or form since I've been 6. But the way I got started with ventriloquism was I grew up without cable. Did you grow up with cable, Mike?
Probably back in the day where I was in guest houses and where I went to school, cable was provided, but I never, ever, ever personally paid for cable. I've been in places where they had cable, but when it came to household, we never had cable. It was always network TV. Thanks for asking.
Well, anyway, I grew up without cable. I grew up with only three channels. Mm-hmm. And so when I was in junior high school, my brother played football. Mm-hmm. And my father wanted the local channel, but in order to get the local channel, you had to get cable. Mm-hmm. And my dad is kind of cheap. And so when he was on the phone with the cable company, he's yelling, "But I only want one channel." They're like, "No, Mr. Brooker, you're going to have to get 40. But I only want one." And so we had these 40 extra channels. So one night after one of my brother's games, because I grew up in Western Pennsylvania where football's king, mm-hmm. we were watching the other scores, and my dad hates commercials. Mm-hmm. So anyway, my dad changed the channel, and lo and behold, they were doing an Edgar Bergen tribute.
Oh, wow.
And they were all ventriloquists, obviously, and my family, we tried to talk like ventriloquists. And I have my grandmother's sideways Irish smile, so I was the only one that could do it. And that Christmas, I found a ventriloquist puppet under the tree. Mm-hmm. Nice. It was a Groucho Marx. It was my very first. I was 13.
Oh, wow. Must be under that duck soup or something.
Oh, I love Duck Soup. That's one of my favorites. That's actually me and my dad. That's like our favorite movie.
Mm-hmm. I think there's Night at the Races, and I think there was like a few
Night
others.
At the Opera,
yes, that's
business.
right. Night the Opera. We were talking about that with one of my guests earlier, all the way overseas, and got into the Marx Brothers. My daughter's a huge Marx Brothers fan, and those are the things that I remember too. And he says, Chickenly looks like an idiot, talks like an idiot, and he really is an idiot. I mean, just fast one-liners like crazy out Groucho Marx. He's amazing.
Oh, I know. The best is I shot an elephant in my pajamas. How he got in my pajamas, I will never know. Or what do you think of Red China? Looks great with a blue and white tablecloth.
Red, white, China, blue tablecloth. Oh, my gosh. I think you got my mind spinning on Groucho Marx right now, although I don't have access at this time. But then, we go off the air, off camera and everything, we can throw some Groucho Marx jokes as well, too. And of course, you have the Groucho Marx puppet as well, too. So what was like your first act when it came to, ventriloquism? Not just in the home, like, was it a school? Was it like, say, in a nursing home or like in a store?
It was a nursing home. Actually, in the dementia wing, where one of the patients wanted Groucho to take her home. She's like, please take me with you, rescue me. But they all knew the line. They knew the lines. They all knew his lines. It was great. It was always great.
Oh my gosh! It sounds like the people in the nursing home grew up with the Marx Brothers.
Oh yeah, I mean, like they were like 80 years old. Like they went to see those movies for real. Like.
Oh, my goodness. And what are some of your influences besides the Marx Brothers when it came to comedy?
Mae West, most definitely. As a matter of fact, she's like my number one. Mm-hmm. Every time I put a photo up on Facebook, like a cheesecake photo, I tag it with Mae West. Marilyn Monroe, obviously, Jean Harlow, Abbott and Costello. I love them. Three Stooges. As a matter of fact, everybody's like, I've never met a woman that likes Three Stooges. It's like, well, honey, you need to get out more.
Yeah, sounds like a bunch of horse feathers. I'll tell you that when it comes to Marx Brothers.
Yes, yeah. And so, but they're like, yeah, like they can never believe that I like, but of course, like all the stuff growing up that I used to watch, like I loved Seinfeld. I loved In Living Color. I wish they'd put that show back on the air. I mean, like the good stuff. Married with Children, loved Married with Children.
Mm-hmm. I think I did remember In Living Color as well, too. It actually launched a lot of stars as well, too. Jim Carrey, Jamie Foxx, the Wayans brothers, and there was just countless that just came out of there as well, too, from just a simple sitcom on Fox. That was just an amazing show.
Oh, yeah. As a matter of fact, we see Jamie Foxx now, and I still remember him as Wanda, and every once in a while, I'll say to somebody, I'm revved and wrecked to go,
Mm-hmm. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to have to pull out some old tapes we recorded or have to go to YouTube or Amazon Prime and watch those as well, too. That is just so amazing. Okay, we'll get to some of your acts as well, too. You're currently doing. You listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition way. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support at sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/the Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, and also on iTunes, Apple, and Google Play. You can take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. And also, You can also, we're not taking calls, by the way. You can also subscribe to The Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel as well. We're here with New York City comedian April Brucker, who's an actress, reality TV personality from New York City. She's the author of April Unwrapped-My Naked Dreams Revealed. She also did an act called Desperately Seeking Mr. OK and appeared on ABC's What Would You Do?, CBS Sports Now, The Today Show, Videos After Dark on ABC. She's a graduate of New York University, the Tisch School of Arts, same school with Barbara Feldon, and also in a one-woman show called Broken, Semi-Famous. And he also did some other things, too. But first of all, let's talk about your act called Desperately Seeking Mr. OK. And when I hear that, it sounds like that movie with, Rosanna Arquette and Madonna, like, what was it? Desperately Seeking Susan. Sounds like a ripoff.
Desperately Seeking Susan. Yep, Desperately Seeking Susan. I wouldn't say it's a ripoff, but it was a favorite movie of mine growing up. I always liked Madonna. I always admired her moxie and courage. And so I remember, as I wanted to do this for real with my life, I started to follow what she had done with her career. And I remember seeing the movie Desperately Seeking Susan. Mm-hmm. And she was, it was like change of identity, Madonna was like, I'm going to get blah, 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 and it was all this and this bored housewife. And so, but the reason that I came up with Desperately Seeking Mr. OK is that everybody is always looking for Mr. Right. And as a woman that's dated in New York, I have 2 broken engagements under my belt.
Oh, my.
My love life reads like a bad diary entry. And it could be an even worse country western album. I came up with a hook. I'm not looking for Mr. Right. I'm just desperately seeking Mr. OK.
And how would you describe a Mr. OK?
I don't know. Somebody with a job.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start there. Somebody that doesn't have a drug problem, somebody that doesn't have a legal record, somebody that doesn't have, like, family members that are crazy. I mean, okay, everybody's family members are crazy. But, don't show up at my door at 3 a.m. Mm-hmm. Don't stalk me on Facebook kind of crazy.
Oh,
somebody somebody who can keep their exes in check, not, showing up screaming about how you're still technically together. Mm-hmm. Somebody who pays child support if they have children. I'm not ruling out somebody that doesn't have kids. Mm-hmm. But, if you have kids, pay for them. I don't want to hear from your baby mama.
Right. That's exactly it. And, of course, it's a series as well, too. And if you have it on video and whatever else, where can they watch your act? Desperately Seeking Mr. OK.
www.aprilbrucker.tv. That's what aprilbrucker.tv. That's where they can see my act. And and I have my roommate May Wilson here, who's been with me the entire time, Mike. Mm-hmm. May, we're on the Mike Wagner Show. Oh my God!
Hello, how are you?
Oh my God, I'm even better now that I'm talking to you, Mike.
Hello. You're welcome to come on as a guest. Hi, and tell us about yourself.
So, May, I was telling Mike about, my last ex, the one that everybody liked. They said the same thing about Jeffrey Dahmer. But he had the body of an 18-year-old in his refrigerator. You're just jealous that I have a better love life, May. Your older brother doesn't count. Wow. Okay, let's talk about you, May. Your last boyfriend had Made in China written on his butt. Chucky had a very successful movie career, okay? Wow. So, what are you looking for in a man, May? I'm looking for somebody with a lot of money that is very charming, but also near death. I'm on the Anna Nicole Smith retirement plan. Duh. Okay, May, who's your crush right now? Okay, if you had a crush. Oh, April, I have a crush on Anderson Cooper. Anderson Cooper? How do I say this, May? He's not into puppets. Well, I can change his mind. One night with me, no strings attached. Okay, May, let me explain. He likes to ride bikes. Oh, I like to ride bikes too. No, May. He likes to ride bikes. Well, I'll ride his bike one night. He likes to ride bikes with the seat missing. Well, so do I. I guess he's kinky too. May, he's into guys. Well, I'm into guys too. I don't think you're getting it, May. He's very gay. Oh, April, then I just marry him for the benefits. I can't believe that Anderson Cooper being gay is not a deal breaker. Well, April, some things you gotta work around.
Oh, that is good. That is good. And I want to ask May a question as well. What are your thoughts on Kathy Griffin with Anderson Cooper?
You know what? She's got a new ogre, because I have more human skin on my face than she does. You can't be fighting with Kathy Griffin, May. You know, it's just not nice. Well, you know, girl, since she did that thing on Twitter with the Donald Trump severed head, you know, she's sort of on the outs with a lot of people, which means I'm in with Anderson. I think she's still in with Anderson, May. You know, she's still in with Anderson. Well, I just want to talk about the severed head incident. That's kind of old news, May. That was just a weird-looking cockpit, okay? As long as you're going to portray my people, do it well. Duh. So, the fact that it was the president didn't offend you. I mean, I thought, you know, I don't know. I had mixed feelings on it myself, May, but, you know, she didn't portray your people well. Yes, you know, we have rights too, okay? I'm not just a pretty face. I have feelings. I have thoughts. I'm a talent. Speaking of what, Mike, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Oh, no, May.
Okay, go ahead.
Are you rich?
I'll have to talk to the board of directors on that one since they're handling my money.
So, do you have a life insurance policy?
Depends on what life do I have. Maybe I have 9 lives. I can be a cat at times. So I do have 9 lives. I don't know if that counts as a life insurance policy.
You need a beneficiary on one of them.
Beneficiary. What is a beneficiary? You mean someone that takes my money when I'm dead? I think that's a very interesting question. It's like, for some reason I die, it's like I'm going to have someone just take a money and pull it together and have everybody jump in, and then someone just films it on YouTube and goes viral.
That's what I say. And do you like to go scuba diving, Mike, at night?
I haven't tried scuba diving at night, but I have done swimming in the daytime because I can see better. If I scuba dive at night, I'm afraid I'll get eaten by sharks or get bitten by stingrays, especially from Tampa Bay.
Well, you know what? That's the point, Mike. Okay, get out of here, mate. She was trying to get money out of you, Mike. She was trying to scheme you.
Well, if it was on video, it's like I would have flashed a little dollar bill at you, but I'm afraid you just go through the screen and try to grab it. So it's a good thing we're on audio today.
She would, Mike. She always does. I can't freaking believe it. She always does.
Oh, okay. Let me ask May a question here. Who do you like better? The New York Jets' Sam Darnold or the New York Giants' Eli Manning? Who's better looking?
You know what? They're both losers, okay?
You know, they've got money. You can ask them.
Yeah, May. And, you know, so what are you thinking? Well, I think I'm going to go with Eli Manning because he's a little stupider and I can squander it. But, you know, he's married, May. So...
Or get him to throw an interception.
Yeah, mate. Like, but you know, how are you going to trap? How are you going to trap him? Well, I was thinking of trying to have his baby, but you know, I can't technically get knocked up. Okay, mate, we're going to stop this conversation now. You know, you're talking about You're talking about potentially extorting somebody on the air. We can't do this.
Well, if you want to talk about extortion and everything else and what's going on in the country, if you want to put on another puppet, that's fine. We'll talk about your other famous act involving a very famous personality which was into real estate, did reality TV firing people, but now around the country. We'll get into that in just a minute. You listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com. Oh, by the way, May, it was nice knowing you, and I look forward to having you on soon. Anyway, you listen to The Mike Wagner Show on themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking our budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition way. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, and also on iTunes, Apple, and Google Play. And take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. And subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on YouTube as well. We're here with comedian April Brucker, just getting a lot of laughs out there. She brought in some special guests. She's an actress, comedian, ventriloquist, and reality TV personality from New York City. She's the author of April Unwrapped-My Naked Dreams Revealed. We'll talk about the book in just a minute. She also has a little skit called Desperately Seeking Mr. OK. You can check out her webpage at aprilbrucker.tv. And she's also a graduate of New York University, went to the same school with Barbara Feldon, and she's also in a couple of others as well, too. One woman show. We'll talk about that, along with a couple other ventures. But let's talk about your next puppet act, and it's been getting all the attention on the internet. That is Donald J. Trump. I mean, Donald J. Trump. I'm sorry. So he's been all over the internet, and, let's talk about him. If you want to bring him on board, that's fine, too.
Oh, yeah, he's here. He wants to talk. But basically, the reason that he's Donald Trump instead of Trump is the president trademarked his name. I don't know if you're aware.
Yes, okay, that's right. What was it Trump Steaks, Trump Water, Trump University, Trump Real Estate, Trump? It's like, what's next with Donald Trump? I guess that's my curious. It's like, is he going to take over your act, or is he going to take over the Mike Wagner Show? And if he does, it's like, he better give us millions of dollars.
Well, I'm huge. Oh, hi, Mr. Tramp. How are you? I was wondering when you'd show up. So, Mr. Tramp, what makes you feel that you are qualified to be president? Well, April, I have billions and billions of dollars. I'm master of everything. I was host of my own successful reality show, and I was president of my own university. Tramp University, you got sued for fraud, didn't you? Shut up, April. We have a AAA rating. Wait, the Better Business Bureau gave you a AAA rating? No, a triple K rating. KKK. Okay, Mr. Tramp, that was quite an opener. So, if you're reelected for president, Mr. Tramp, what are you going to do for this country? I'm going to build a wall. And who's going to pay for this wall? Easy, Mexico. All I have to do is go to the Western Union and cook up the money order. What could possibly go wrong? And you called yourself the next Barack Obama. I thought you hated him. I do, but orange is the new black.
Are you sure you're not reading off a teleprompter?
Are you reading off of a teleprompter? No, these are my thoughts and my feelings. You know, that's fake news. Fake news.
And where do you get your fake news from?
Yeah, where do you get your fake news? Well, that's more fake news. Fake news. Those are alternative facts.
Okay, well, I got a question for Donald J. Trump, and there's also one thing I was going to ask you as well too. Who'd you name Secretary of State ever since you got rid of John Bolton, or who was the Secretary of Defense?
Yeah, who would you name Secretary of State or Secretary of Defense? My daughter, Tiffany Tramp, because she can scare away anything. That's really mean, Mr. Tramp. You know, you spend all your time with Ivanka Tramp. Yeah, because she's a hot piece of ass. Did you just call your daughter a hot piece of ass? Yes, April. Incest is best. A family that sleeps together stays together.
Oh, my gosh. Have you been to West Virginia lately or something, or Kentucky?
Oh, that's where all my fans are, so yes. They think like I do. Okay, Mr. Tramp. Well, let's stop while we're ahead. But you know that, having, children of family members causes people to have flippers. Well, if they have flippers, they can swim. That's what I say. Long live the flicker people.
Oh, my gosh. I have a question for President Trump as well, too. You hosted The Apprentice as well, too. How many people did you fire from that show?
I fired everybody. I had a new cast every week.
Well, and of course, I'm going to throw as well, too. You one time owned a team in the USFL, United States Football League, called the New Jersey Generals. What was it like running a football team?
Running a football team is like running a beauty pageant. Sometimes you just got to tackle a contestant. You know that sexual assault to do that, Mr. Tramp. I love sexual assault. Spicy with a side of fries.
Oh, my goodness.
I've suffered a lot, can't you tell?
Oh, my goodness. And what is your solution to an improving economy?
What's your solution to improving the economy, Mr. Tramp? Well, what do you call one illegal immigrant on the moon? I don't know, Mr. Tramp. A problem. What do you call 10 illegal immigrants on the moon? I don't know, Mr. Tramp. An even bigger problem. What do you call 1 million illegal immigrants on the moon? I don't know, Mr. Tramp. Problem solved. To the moon, April, to the moon.
Oh, my gosh.
Don't vote for this guy. Don't vote for him. Well, I'm just the other dungy in the White House.
And how would you handle the upcoming war with Iran?
Well, I would say I ran away. Duh.
Ah, flock of seagulls. I just want to say, Donald Trump, you're fired.
Yeah, you are so fired. Seriously, you are fired. Resign now. I'm just grabbing this election by the pussy. And ladies, I'm for the right to wear arms and the right to wear breasts.
Okay. All right, and where can we find your act, Donald J. Trump?
You can find him on www.aprilbrucker.tv with his long-suffering ventriloquist.
Okay, and if you want to bring on a guest, that's fine too. And if you have another guest, that's great. Otherwise, we'll get to talking about your book and a couple other things. April, you listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition way. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public. Also on iTunes, Google, and Apple Play. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. And you can also subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on YouTube as well. We're here with actress, comedian, and ventriloquist April Brucker out of New York City. She's also reality TV personality from New York City. She's the author of April Unwrapped-My Naked Dreams Revealed. And we just heard from a couple of guests, including Donald J. Trump. You can also check on April Brucker .tv and also the skit on Desperately Seeking Mr. OK. You also have a one-woman show called Broken Semi-Famous. And before we get into that, do you have another guest for us?
Yeah, I do. He's a New York mobster. His name's Vinny Two Times. You have and now he's working as a magician in witness protection. Do you have time to talk to him?
Absolutely. Hello, Vinny, right?
Yo, what's up? My name's Vinny Two Times.
Hey.
They call me Vinny 2 times because I only had to tell him twice.
Oh, really? So, Vinny, how'd you get involved with the mob?
You know, you ask too many questions.
It's only one question.
You know the old saying, right? It takes two to keep a secret. If one's dead, gotta go. Okay, can we not kill Mike, Vinny?
What?
Yeah, Vinny is like, he's still trying to acclimate to the real world. Okay, Vinny. So why is it that you feel that you're a good magician? Because I'm Italian. I'm like people disappear. Gotta go.
I thought you perform magic with your hands, like you speak with your hands, like the Godfather movies.
Oh yeah, that's right. I do that too. Gotta go.
And how many times have you watched Goodfellas and The Godfather?
Well, let's see. I knew a lot of those guys, but I have to say that I reserve my Fifth Amendment right not to answer under the United States Constitution.
Oh, my goodness. And if you were running for president, what would you do about the country's problems?
I don't know. You ask too many questions. I invoke my right under the Fifth Amendment not to answer.
And how do you think the New York Jets and New York Giants are going to do this season?
Well, let's see. Some of the players owe their bookies money, and that's all I can say.
And who do you think owes more money, Sam Darnold or Eli Manning?
Well, Eli's too stupid to gamble, so I'm going to guess Sam.
And do you think the New York Mets are going to ever win another World Series, or will the Yankees win a World Series this year, and why?
Well, I've been trying to stay out of the gambling because I don't want to break my probation.
Or try not to throw the games. And finally, will the New York Knicks ever have a winning season?
Again, they're trying to get me not to break my probation.
And what do you got to say about that, April?
I don't know. I'm his assistant, and my life sucks. Oh, shut up. So Vinny, Vinny, where have you toured with your magic act? He's touring with his magic act. His magic act is terrible. You know what? That is a lie, okay? I'm doing a great trick right now. And what's that, Vinny? I'm making it look like a good ventriloquist.
Oh, my goodness.
But where have you toured with your act? Well, I toured 8 continents. There are only 7 continents, Vinny. No wonder I'm continent.
I don't think New York City is considered a continent, and neither is Long Island. It's like, how did you really do in geography?
Yeah, how'd you do in geography? Well, I was never too good at geometry. No, geography, Vinny. Whatever. Gotta boom. Okay, what's the longest engagement you ever had? Did you ever have a residency anywhere? As a magician? Yeah. I did 3 to 5 upstate, but I got out in 18 months on good behavior.
Oh, my goodness.
But what do you think of some of the other magicians, Vinny? What do you think of Chris Angel? Isn't he a drug dealer that owed me money once?
Or how about David Copperfield?
Oh, he's the son of the Jewish tailor. Yeah, that's it. I don't think that's who David Copperfield is. Yeah, he had a little shop in Canarsie. I used to go there before I hit the whorehouse. Oh, okay, Vinny.
Okay, Vinny. All right, thank you very much for your time, and go play with Joe Pesci, okay, and with the Goodfellas.
Yeah, seriously. As you can see, my life's a nightmare, man.
Well, let's talk about your book as well, too, that maybe this will bring some light and hopefully just get rid of all the nightmares. You're the author of April Unwrapped-My Naked Dreams Revealed, and currently out on Amazon right now. And just tell us a little bit about your book.
Well, April Unwrapped, it was inspired by a year of me having dreams where my clothes disappeared. I'd be performing comedy and my clothes would just vanish. Mm-hmm. I would be out with friends and my clothes would vanish. And you name it, I was doing it, my clothes would vanish. And so finally, I went to a 10th generation psychic who told me, because I'm like, why am I having these dreams? She said, it's because you're supposed to be doing something creative with them. And so that's where April Unwrapped was born. And so basically, I did a series. It's like a year in photos of naked dreams. That's what I did. Mm-hmm. It's a year of my naked dreams and photos. I start with January, Happy New Year, and I go to December, and it's a lot of fun. It's an adult picture book, and everybody should buy it. It's on Amazon.
Mm-hmm. That sounds interesting, too. And, what would you say your favorite part was about the book?
If I was what?
What was your favorite part about the book when it came to writing?
What was my favorite part? Well, my favorite part was just writing the book, taking the photos, putting the book together, because as I was putting the book together, it just was fun to take the pictures and just plan it, because there's so much stigma against public nudity, nakedness, sexuality, sex in this country, well, in the world rather, that I just wanted to dispel that. And so that was the fun part, was just smashing that paradigm.
Mm-hmm. And of course, what other message you tend to send with the book?
Well, the message that I want to send is, guess what? We're all naked. Mm-hmm. We all should get naked more. We all shouldn't be ashamed of ourselves. And, nobody should make you ashamed of who you are. So basically, the message of the book is to be comfortable in your own skin.
Mm-hmm. And of course, this also led to another as well, too, that I just got word that I guess you're one of the finalists for being on a cover of Maxim as well, too. You can just tell us about that.
Oh, yeah. I'm a candidate to be Maxim's next cover girl. I'm currently number 3rd, so people vote. That's all I have to say. But yeah, it's actually been a great competition. It's a lot of great women, a lot of very beautiful women of a lot of different ages, shapes, nationalities, backgrounds. And I love the contest because it's not just giving me a voice, but it's giving so many people that didn't have a platform for representation. So it's really tremendous.
That is interesting as well, too. And we'll also talk about your one-woman show. You had another project called Broke and Semi-Famous, and that's really interesting. Just tell us a little bit about that.
Well, before we get to that, I just want to say that another wonderful thing about the Maxim contest is that we're affiliated with the Wounded Warriors. So
okay.
If you vote for me and you donate money, not only is it a vote for me, but you help an injured veteran get a home. It's actually tremendous. And the other day I had a veteran send me a fan letter, and he said, just so you know, I voted for you. I think you're wonderful. And this touched my heart because I'm a wounded warrior and this organization benefited me. So it was an honor and a privilege to get that vote, and it's an honor and a privilege to be a part of this contest. I just wanted to talk about that for a second. But yeah, on to Broke and Semi-Famous. It's a DVD that I shot in 2014, or a special, and it actually aired on Love TV in Finland.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
And basically, I talk about being broke and semi-famous because the idea came after somebody had asked me for an autograph on the street, because that happens to me every once in a while. Uh-huh. Somebody's like, hey, I saw you on TV. Will you give me an autograph? And so I do, or can I have a photo, whatever. And so we take a photo. But then I went to the bank, and I had negative $50 in my bank account.
Ouch.
So I was broke and semi-famous.
Got it. Okay. And, of course, where can they see that at?
People can see it online. It's still available online. But the new show I'm doing, it's called The Lady and President Tramp. Mm-hmm. Mae Wilson's in it. She's Kellyanne One Way. Donald J. Tramp's in it. And basically, it's Donald J. Tramp's rise to power, everything that happened afterwards. And it ends with Donald J. Tramp doing a Q&A/press conference. But the new one that I'm working on getting a resident show in Las Vegas. It's called April Unwrapped. It's the April Unwrapped show, knock on wood. I'm working on getting a residency, so let's hope that happens.
That is amazing as well, too. And, of course, keep us up to date on that one, too. And you one time delivered singing telegrams to Betsy Johnson, Alex Wang, and also the Saudi Arabian royal family. You can just tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, yeah. I delivered singing telegrams to Betsy Johnson, and I wrote a book about that. It's called I Came, I Saw, I Sang, Memoirs of a Singing Telegram Delivery Girl. That's also available on Amazon. Mm-hmm. Delivering to Betsy Johnson was so funny because she is a fashion legend. I crashed Fashion Week. It was so cool.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, do something like that. You probably had Donald J. Trump on that one. So.
Oh, well, it was before Donald J. Trump. I wish I could say I had him, but, he wasn't born yet. But but that was pretty cool. But then Alex Wang, I didn't know who he was until that day, and I had just gotten dumped,
Mm-hmm.
So I go there, and I'm like, crying the blues. I got dumped. And I do my thing, and Alex Wang's like, let me see you. And he's like a famous designer, apparently. And so I take off my chicken mask because I was delivering a steak and chicken to Alex Wang. He's like, let me see you. I'm like, I'm here. He's like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. I'm like, Alex Wang said that I'm beautiful. Take that, ex-boyfriend.
I guess your ex-boyfriend must have chickened out on that one.
Oh, you'll be here all week. Try the chicken.
Fried and grilled and baked and just chicken, period, I have to say. Even Kentucky Fried. Oh, my goodness. Yep. Okay. And also, too, I think there was another thing I was going to get to as well, too, that you also appeared on What Would You Do on ABC, CBS Sports Now, Today's Show, Video After Dark. Just tell us a little about that. And what was your favorite?
Oh, my God. I loved them all. What Would You Do? I almost got punched because I was pranking somebody on the street. And the way that works is we had an actor that was a homeless person, and I was a mean ventriloquist, and Mae Wilson was on my arm. And so this guy comes up and he's like, what are you doing making fun of a homeless person? I'm like, well, I'm like, it was her that was doing it because I had a little earpiece in. And so, he starts fighting with the puppet and he's like, I'm going to call the cops on both yous. So
both of yous.
Yes, both of yous. And so he comes out, and so the camera crew comes out, and he was like, what? This is a TV show? This is a TV show where you're making fun of homeless people? And they're like, dude, the homeless person's an actor.
Oh, my gosh.
But I thought he was going to deck me. I was like, that was pretty funny. And I did it with John Pizzi, who's one of the greatest working ventriloquists there is, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And then CBS Sports Now, that was cool because it was football themed, and we talked about football. And I even did an episode with the Jets cheerleaders, which was pretty cool because the Jets have cheerleaders.
Mm-hmm.
And then Videos After Dark. I didn't even know I was on until everybody's like, April, we saw you on the trailer.
Oh, my goodness.
And I don't own a TV, so whenever I'm on, I tell people, what was I doing? Like, is it something that will make my parents disown me forever? Like, tell me more.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my goodness. And of course, you have a lot going on, too. And I was going to ask you something about the ventriloquist. Edgar Birkin was one of your influences. And who are some other ventriloquists that you enjoy watching? And who are some of your current favorites right now?
Oh, God, I liked him. I always liked Paul Winchell. Paul Winchell was so good. As a matter of fact, ironically, his daughter's name is April.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, always loved me some Paul Winchell. Love Sherry Lewis. As a matter of fact, I was even talking to her daughter the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I love Jeff Dunham, obviously. Love Terry Fader. And one of my greatest influences, rest in peace, was Otto Peterson and George. And Otto's the reason that a lot of my puppets have last names, believe it or not. Because Otto's like, well, the puppet needs a last name. Mm-hmm. So, because I remember I met him when I was like a kid, and he's like, well, that puppet's got to have a last name. And the reason that Mae's last name is Wilson is because I only had 3 channels growing up, and one of my favorite shows was Dennis the Menace. And who is Dennis's main antagonist? Mr. Wilson.
Yes, that's right. And of course, it made me think of the song by Bruce Springsteen, 57 channels and nothing on. That's going back to the 90s. And with the cable these days, it's like 1,000 channels and still nothing on.
Yes, still nothing. Still garbage. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And of course, too, just a few more minutes here. You've been fantastic. Love to have you back on. What do you consider your favorite project and most challenging?
Oh, my God. I love them all the same. It's like asking somebody who their favorite child is. So.
Mm-hmm.
But currently, the project that's most challenging for me is the prospect of a Las Vegas show because it's still in the incubator stage. Mm-hmm. But if it happens on the Strip, that would be amazing, because that's where all the really good showmen are in the United States. The world. Let me take that back. The world. It's a whole nother level. And over the last several years, I've really just grown into being a headliner, which it's a different skill set, and not every comedian gets to be a headliner. So I think it's amazing that I'm getting to headline more and more, but it's just, developing that full show, that full set. And so that's been very challenging, but, like getting that new material, like getting out there. But this is going to be super duper challenging, because I will be with the best show people in the world.
And you also talk about some of the comedians you had in the past, like the Groucho Marx, and also with Mae West, and, just going way back. And how about some of the current comedians? And also, what are your thoughts on today's comedy?
Well, we have a lot of great talent out there. Like, just watch the cast of SNL. I mean, they're all great, and they're all super duper talented, and they all deserve to be there. But my thoughts on today's comedy is, we're still pushing the envelope just as much as we ever were, and it's more important than ever now with everything going on in the world. So I think, comedy, it's fine. It's still alive, and it's still good.
Mm-hmm. That is amazing, too. And what do you consider your most memorable moment?
As a comedian, oh, God, good or bad?
You can choose. It's your call.
One time I was doing a show in Pennsylvania, and I was heckled by a guy wearing a Gene Simmons costume.
Kiss.
He was super drunk, and he thought he was going to a costume party. But he was the only one that got the memo that it was a costume party.
Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. And kind of you wonder what's next.
Yeah, and my mother said maybe you should stay in school, and I'm like, maybe my mother was right.
I guess you wanted to rock and roll night, I guess, here.
I suppose. I don't know, but he was the only one. And then my friend was headlining that night, and he just really called him out on stage. It was awesome. It was like, and then they ended up chasing him out of the club, and I was just like, anything can happen.
And who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
In my career?
Yes.
Mae West, probably.
Yes, my darling. Now I'm trying to remember what she was saying too, but
come up and see me sometime, any old time.
Oh yes, that's the line. Okay, it's one of those things where you just have those brain farts they call, or one of those moments. But after all, it's all life as well too. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
At this point, just keep trucking, and if this is meant to be for you, it will happen. But just don't give up. Just don't give up. That's what I would tell anybody. Just don't give up.
That is amazing as well, too. And, of course, before we let you go here, you've been fantastic. Love you. Have you back on again soon, April. And, of course, thanks for being on. Looking forward to having you on again soon. Tell us about your upcoming projects, your website, how do people contact you, and where can people watch your work, and also where to purchase a book.
Well, guys, right now I'm in the top 3 for Maxim's Next Cover Girl, my group. So vote for me for Maxim's Next Cover Girl. Do that. And if you want to find out more about me, go to www.aprilbrucker.tv. That way you can find my Instagram, my Facebook, whatever. And you can purchase my merch. You can purchase my books. You can purchase my calendars. And you can purchase my posters. So if you want to throw me up against the wall, now you can.
That was amazing, too. And lastly, I find TV very educating. Every time someone turns on the set, I go into the other room and read a book.
Thank you.
That's a Groucho Marx line, by the way. So just thought I'd throw it at you. So, and of course, if you own room service, send up a larger room. That's Las Vegas for you, by the way. All right, April, just want to say you've been fantastic, and I love your guests, by the way, like the thanks special guests, Mae Wilson and Donald J. Tramp and all the others, and a big thanks for your time. Looking forward to having you on again soon, April, and please do us a favor and keep us up to date.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks for listening to The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Listen online at themikewagnershow.com and on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. And watch the interview on YouTube. Also, become a sponsor of the program and or donate today at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again tomorrow for another episode of The Mike Wagner Show.